this reading is for all the fellas. This is a love reading. I had a brother reach out to me and ask me a couple months ago if the love reading I did also applied to men, because some of the messages resonated, but the way I was sharing them didn't seem like they were for the male perspective. And so I told him that I would start doing some love readings for the male perspective. And after I pulled these cards, I realized I need to do you guys' readings for singles and those in relationships, because this looks like a very specific type of message for a very specific dynamic or situation. All right, so let's kind of look at it. It's going to be a quick message just based off of how the cards look. This is for somebody who has recently, within like the past year or so, broken up with, separated from, divorced, stopped being with, ended a connection with someone else, and is currently in a dynamic or pursuing another person. Now, there could have been some overlap. I don't know. This could also be a situation where, like, you have your kid's mom who is like extra messy and like, you know, kind of in the way. But this could also be where you were with somebody, y'all are not together anymore, and you've been with another person. And it looks like something happened to where now everybody's aware of each other's positioning. It could be that you started dating somebody new or being with somebody new in some form or fashion, and that newer person didn't know that you have a crazy ex in the background. The crazy ex could have not known that you were like dealing with somebody else. And so I say the crazy ex because this person is showing up as the Queen of Swords, and in the type of reading like this, how the cards are laying out, she's not showing up as a person who just wants, you know, fair, just answers for her questions. She's showing up in the energy of the Page of Swords reverse. And the Page of Swords reverse is a misinformed tyrant, okay? And so there is some truth and some clarity that needs to be had on that person's end, but it doesn't look like it's your job to give it to them. You're being asked to keep your business to yourself. You have the Seven of Swords here, which is a card about like being sneaky. That's kind of like in layman's terms how it's referred to. But sometimes it's not necessarily a person being sneaky. Sometimes it's the person like protecting what they need to protect. And so you're being told to protect yourself, protect your assets, because I don't know, it's like this person, like, they don't want the cycle to end. They're trying to hold on to you, or trying to, like, you know, fix it. It seems like it's been ongoing with this person. It's been kind of burdensome, but maybe they still want to try to get back together, or go to counseling, or try to fix something, or work together. Maybe y'all have some kind of business or something tied together. But anytime you have the Queen of Swords with the Page of Swords reverse, like, the Page of Swords is already nosy, inquisitive. They got questions. They want to look through shit. Like, they want to know something. But for them to come up in reverse, not only do they want to know something, they're also making their own script. Like, and it's a script that involves other people's realities. You want to script your own script, cool. Be the lead of your shit. But when you are prioritizing other people as the lead of your storyline, it gets you all discombobulated. And that's how this person is showing up. You're being told that whatever effort that you put into the other person that you're dealing with, who's kind of guarded to you, will be worth the effort. 4:11 on the clock. So when I call out numbers, I want you guys to look them up on a website called Joanne Sacred Scribes. I'm not affiliated with her, but her numbers are very accurate. But this person that you're interested in, or have been dealing with, or whatever it is, if you want to go and move forward with that person, you have the green light to do it. It's going to be something very healthy, but you still need to clean up whatever this mess is over here. I'm going to pause the audio and do a shuffle for all of my single brothers who are listening right now, because I feel like this was a very, you know, direct type of reading for a very specific type of situation that multiple people could be going through. but I feel like it also leaves out a lot of other people. I did pray specifically and ask that I'm delivering messages that really need to get out to those people who need to hear it the most, that come across my voice. And so that would explain that portion. But if you guys will just hold tight, I'm going to do the other half. To the other half of my brothers who are currently single, this is quite interesting. I'm not going to hold you. Like, I don't know what happened in your past, in your love life. But it looks like definitely heartbreak, sadness, and some sort of injustices. And so if you were on the receiving end of some sort of like third party situation where like somebody cheated, and if you got cheated on in your past and it hurt and devastated you, just know that karma is playing out for that person, and the work you've done on yourself has helped you heal. So I'm not going to say you're healing. It's kind of like you've already done the work to actually heal those parts of yourself. If you are the person who was doing the cheating, then any questions you have about why you've been single still is based and rooted in that. And you kind of need to get to the root of why you made those decisions, because karmic justice is playing out for you being single. And this is like, this part with the karmic justice playing out for you being single is for somebody who was like running the streets and then you wanted to get into a real serious relationship, and then like, I don't mean to like sound like I'm laughing, because I'm not laughing at it. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you really think about it, how ridiculous is that? Like, you gonna go bang everybody, be disloyal, and you know what I'm saying, fuck around, and then you ready to settle down and shit, and then you get with somebody who's just like you. Because oftentimes we are choosing things that are in alignment with us, because that's typically what's around, because that's what we're aligning with. Now we can make efforts to try to get into a different frequency and to, you know what I'm saying, align with different vibrations, which allow us to attract different things. But just like if you listen to the general reading for February, that's the process, right? When we go through these shifts, they're shifts. That's a process. Like, it may be quick, it may be slow, it may be many quick shifts in the grand shift. It may be one long drawn out one, but it's gonna take a time until it's settled. And so you got to pay back that shit. Yeah, you can't think that you can escape what you're dishing out. Like, nah, everybody got to eat that. And so the faster you make peace with that, if you're the person who's been out here, like, you know what I'm saying, breaking hearts shit, then the faster you're going to be able to get what it is that you actually want. Where you could benefit from is if you're an overgiver, not giving so much. Don't lead with your pockets. If you are a person who is self-centered and self-focused, then you need to start giving more. There needs to be a balance into how you're showing up with women. Like, if you're not courting women, you're not going to get no quality woman. I'm going to tell you right now, a quality woman worth having is going to require you putting in some sort of effort and gestures toward her to get her to understand that you're interested in investing into her. Okay? And so if you're not willing to do that because X, Y, Susie, or whoever the fuck from your past, like, that's not helping you right now. If you out here tricking off on bitches and leading with your wallet, then understand that the quality of woman you're going to attract is a one that's interested in your wallet. They don't even have the opportunity to actually get to know you and what you think and how you feel and what you like and what you dislike and, you know what I'm saying, your expectations of relationship. Like, it's no time for that because it's just stuff. And I'm telling you now, if you're leading with that, if you get blessings coming into you in February and you start showing out and leading with bread, you're going to attract some fucking pigeons and some chicken heads. I'm telling you right now. I might be telling my age with that, but here you go. Listen, you have yourself being in a great position doing the healing work and finally receiving something that is balanced for you. And then you have yourself going right into, you know what I'm saying, being outside. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups. I got so many choices. Ooh, what do I choose? What do I want? And then you end up choosing something that is a toxic choice. And so you don't want to do that. You have the Five of Cups, the Devil, and the Five of Swords here. Please don't be out here slinging it everywhere. Keep bitches out of rotation. Pardon my language. I don't know why I just said that like that. So maybe I'm talking to somebody who speaks like that. Like, I got bitches in rotation. Definitely stop doing that. This wand energy, like, it goes from the King of Wands, which is like a king, you know what I'm saying, down to the Knight of Wands, which is a knight. And the king is definitely above the knight. The king is very passionate, very alluring, very exciting, and he's a go-getter, but he also is very disciplined and skilled at what he's doing, right? He's paying attention. He keeps his eye on the prize. He's focused. He's zoned in. He's locked in. He's getting shit done. The Knight of Wands, he all outside, eyes closed, banging on a drum with fire on the shit, wands all around. Like, this could reflect, you know, catching an STD or some shit. So please be careful. It's not even worth it. And if you're not catching a sexually transmitted disease, you could be catching a spiritually transmitted disease. And the next thing you know, you got police and motherfucking chaos all at your door because of, you know, the type of women that you're attracting in. So please remember your lessons from before. Make sure that you're showing up as a quality human, right? So that you can attract a quality woman. Like, you don't want to be out here being a dog. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this energy ain't even, Trust me, nobody wants to live through the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the damn Devil. That shit is toxic as fuck. That is like domestic violence, stalking and shit. Like, that's just pure headache, chaos. Somebody could definitely go to jail. Somebody's tire is getting busted. I mean, cut. Somebody's windows getting busted out. Somebody getting CPS called on them. Like, this is just a hot ass fucking mess that you could totally avoid if you remember the lessons from your past. Don't leave people scorned, all right? And if you've been scorned by other people, the way to balance that is by actually healing and learning the lessons for yourself on how you got yourself in that situation, instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna treat everybody this way, or I'm not doing this no more because of that. Like, nah, fuck that. What does your grown ass do to end up in that type of situation to attract what you were attracting? And if you were not an adult and something happened to you, then how can you, as the adult you, actually go back and make some sort of peace with the younger you that endured that? Where can you protect yourself? I don't know what I'm getting into right now, and I don't want to get too deep into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out of that channel message that's coming through. And with that being said, yeah, hopefully you guys will stick around and listen to the next readings. I'm going to put out the women's love readings, and then I'm going to get into, I don't know. Stick around, we're going to see.